The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2788, 10 Things You Shouldn't Buy When You're Broke, by Jen Hayes of jenhayes.me. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. This is the show where I narrate posts from thought leaders in personal finance every single day of the year in 10 minutes or less. But for now, let's get right to it and continue optimizing your life. 10 Things You Shouldn't Buy When You're Broke, by Jen Hayes of jenhayes.me. Personal finance is about choices. Many frugal people continue to splurge on a couple of things that are truly important to them. Because they're frugal in most areas, they can afford to splurge on things that they value. Frugality doesn't have to mean giving up everything you love, if and only if you can afford to buy those things. If you're buried in massive debt, or living paycheck to paycheck, that's a different situation. This article is for those people. If you can't make ends meet, here are 10 things to cut out of your budget entirely. You can always add these things back into your budget once you're in a better place financially. Starbucks. It amazes me that so many people who are broke treat themselves to Starbucks every day. I understand that Starbucks tastes amazing, but you can make tasty beverages at home without breaking the bank. $5 per day may not seem like much, but if you go daily, that's $150 a month or $1,825 a year. You could make your coffee or tea at home for a fraction of the price. My hubby and I love our Keurig. It's by far our favorite and most used wedding gift. We were lucky that we didn't have to pay for it, but even if you spend a few $100s on a Keurig, you'll save a ton of money in the long run if you stop going to Starbucks. Fancy gym membership. If you're living paycheck to paycheck or you're in debt, there's no reason to spend $50 plus per month on a gym membership. There are cheaper gyms that offer rates as low as $10 to $20 per month. You could also work out at home or outside for free. Overpriced booze. When I committed to getting out of debt, I decided to stop drinking altogether because I feel alcohol is a waste of money. I understand that others enjoy drinking and feel it's worth the expense. Still, there's no reason to spend a lot of money on booze. You can easily find a cheap bottle of wine for $5. Ritzy salon visits. If you're broke, you shouldn't be throwing away money at the salon. You don't need to have perfectly highlighted hair, manicured nails, waxed eyebrows, and tan skin. If those things are truly important to you, you can spend money on those items after you pay off your debt and/or become financially secure. Dinners out. Before I got serious about paying off my debt quickly, going out to eat was always the first thing that came to mind for a date night or get together with friends. Since I implemented a spending ban on outings with friends, I've been forced to look for creative ideas. I've been surprised to find that there are actually a ton of fun things that can be done for free. Instead of going out to dinner, why not go for a nature walk or check out a free art museum? Brand new books. Why spend $20 to $30 on a new hardcover book when you could get books at the library for free? If your library doesn't have much of a selection, try checking out a bigger library, going to a used bookstore, or hitting up garage sales. 50 cents for a book is way better than $30. Vacations. While I think it's important to rest and recharge, you can relax without blowing a bunch of money on a vacation you can't afford. Instead, why not try having a staycation? This could be especially fun during the summer months. Go for walks or bike rides, swim at a lake or pool, read some library books, and take some free classes. Services you can do yourself. Unless you have a disability that prevents you from doing certain types of activities, there's no reason why you can't do things yourself. Don't pay someone to mow the lawn, clean your house, wash your car, or file your taxes. If you really hate doing any of those things, you can pay someone else to do it in the future. In the meantime, if you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you need to cut back on your expenses. Yoga. I cringe when I hear other people saying that they spend $100 plus per month on yoga classes while they're in debt. Yoga doesn't have to be expensive. There are a ton of ways to do yoga for free. In the past year, I've done yoga more times than I can count, and I haven't paid for it once. Expensive gifts. Giving is one of the greatest joys in life, and you can be generous after you've become financially secure. While you're broke, you can give homemade gifts or cheaper gifts that are still meaningful. It's truly the thought that counts. Anyone who genuinely cares about you will understand that you're giving all that you can afford. One last thought. When you're broke and you can't make ends meet, you need to cut your expenses. While giving up some of these things may be difficult in the short term, it will be worth it when your debt is paid off and you have savings in the bank. Once you're financially secure, you can start splurging on the things that are important to you without wrecking your budget. You just listened to the post titled 10 Things You Shouldn't Buy When You're Broke by Jen Hayes of jenhayes.me, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Have you been frustrated with personal finance apps that are cluttered with ads, difficult to use, or rarely updated? So is Monarch. They built a new kind of personal finance app that's intuitive and powerful, ad-free, and constantly improving based on customer feedback. Maybe you're saving for a down payment, a wedding, a dream vacation, your kids' college. I found that Monarch makes it so easy to help you reach your financial goals, whatever they are. I definitely wouldn't be able to allocate my finances or plan as clearly without help from Monarch. In fact, Monarch is the top-rated all-in-one personal finance app. It gives you a comprehensive view of all of your accounts, investments, transactions, and more. Create custom budgets, set goals, and collaborate with your partner. And now get an extended 30-day free trial when you go to monarchmoney.com/OFD. After trying out Monarch for myself, I understand why it's the top-rated personal finance app. And right now, get an extended 30-day free trial when you go to monarchmoney.com/OFD. That's monarchmoney.com/OFD for your extended 30-day free trial.
The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
I think the thing that helped me when I was getting out of debt and I stopped spending on many of the things mentioned in this article was remembering that it's only for a limited amount of time. I came to see my debt as an emergency that needed to be dealt with right now. And I recognized that I'd have much more flexibility and options in the long run if I embraced a little self-imposed restriction now. I also found that cutting back on spending had a lot more benefits than just saving money. So for example, I stopped wearing makeup during the time I was getting out of debt, and I got comfortable with what my face looks like. I also discovered that I really love cooking. So I'm not only saving money, but I'm feeding my own creativity by trying and making up new recipes. Becoming more self-sufficient was initially about saving money, but it ultimately helped me become more self-confident. I saw that I can entertain myself and spend time with friends without needing to spend a lot of money. And many times, these activities were more rewarding because they focused on creation and required more engagement versus passive consumption. I learned a lot about myself by cutting back my spending and was able to tap into a level of creativity and resourcefulness that I didn't even know I had. So I highly recommend it. With the right mindset, reduced spending doesn't have to feel like deprivation. And that should do it for today. Have a happy rest of your day, and I'll see you on the Tuesday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.